Hey, what's going on, everybody? How are you this morning, afternoon, night, evening, whatever it might be? Some people may not be convinced that feminism, or most feminists today, are actually just misinterests, people that hate men for being men, or maybe because they're not men in themselves, or whatever it may be. Have you seen this thing? Oh, well, it's an idea. I believe it to be originated in 2012. And it says all men should be castrated. And what this feminist came up with was the idea that they should have an international Castration Day, which they castrate all men, and it would be replaced. It would replace Father's Day. Now, I haven't noticed that any feminists have denounced this and said, "Yo, we don't agree with this, so we don't want no part of this." But her argument, you'll be able to read the whole thing, is that somehow some man's testicles and his testicles alone cause him to be violent and do other stuff, all kinds of negative things like rape, and that if you take away every man's balls, that'll make the world a separate plate and all world wars would end, which is obviously fucking false, but that's what this woman believes. And also, when that happens, afterward, men would really do what we exist for, and what men exist for: breed, labor, serve, and die. But if you take away, the logic there is really stupid, because first of all, you can't breed if you don't have any balls. I mean, Bruce Jenner is not making any more babies. It's just not happening. Working labor or work, yeah, serve, that's kind of the same thing, and die. Well, bitch, we don't do that. We don't live men do not exist simply to serve. Women, and you're crazy for even thinking that shit, and your logic is obviously flawed. But in her International Castration Day, this international holiday, men of all ages would be brought to public squares of their cities nude, and they stand in a circle and await castration by a woman known as the castrator, who will be chosen from the public like a juror. Every girls of all ages there, and they'd be cheering and applauding as all this is going on. And young girls will be able to leave school and attend this ceremony, which in her eyes is glorious. Males will have 1 hour to get to know the castrator. Their female spouse, if you will be able to choose whether or not to get a sample of their semen or sperm first. If the male is too young for, that their mother or closest female relative would choose this, and that's when the anesthetics are placed on all the men, and that's when the castrator will, of course, slice open their ball sack, remove their testicles and extra skin, stitch them up, and clean them up, and then they'll be given a half hour to rest. And once all the males have been castrated, they will be grouped together again for one last look before walking nude back to their homes. And women would return to their job, school, blah, 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 and maybe just laying the fuck around. And, of course, any man who tries to evade this should be murdered wherever they are found, treated as criminal, as it is a crime not to attend, forced to attend, regardless of age. And she wants any woman who disapproves of this should be forced into therapy to free her from misogynistic indoctrination. And once again, she feels if this was done, all war, all crime, and all violence would end. What? It would have a utopia where peace reigns. I'm sorry. Oh man. Oh man. Well, listen, even if there were just women on Earth, there'd still be, it might even be more crime, war, and violence. Oh my goodness, I can't have heard somebody say, well, maybe I have, but that's incredibly stupid. But you guys take a look. And when you see women like this, you talk to them, don't talk to them. Just leave them the hell alone. Don't talk to these chicks, man. Just leave them alone.